Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. Hope you guys feeling okay today. So welcome to our group discussion 2. And for today's agenda, we would like to invite Group 1 members to take turn to share their news that they found for their team for podcast 1. So each member of Group 1 will take turn to share their news. So anyone who like to start first?
Luban, you can start first.
Hello, my name is Nomakim Hamdan and my matrix number is 00038, and I will start I will share first my article that I found. Wait a second. Wait. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So as we have discussed last week, I choose Malaysia as my country for this for the article that I need to find, and the theme that we choose for podcast 1 is sport. And first, I would like to talk about sepak takraw, and the second one I would like to talk about is badminton. Okay, first sepak takraw. In my article that I found, the author, which is Talka, in 2021, said that as the disqualification of the association, which is PSM, from our staff takes effect immediately, and it is declared dead. So who are PSM and ASTAF? So PSM is Persatuan Sepak Takraw Malaysia, and ASTAF is ASEAN Sepak Takraw Federation. So what happened between those two associations? So in this article that I read, PSM, which is Persatuan Sepak Takraw Malaysia, has break the law, and this law and make them get disqualified from ASTAF, which is the ASEAN Federation. So in this case, they cannot compete in international competition. So what the PSM do that make them get disqualified? So in this case, the president of PSM, which is Datuk Seri Ahmad Ismail, in his power, has sent a letter to OCA, which is Olympic Association for Asia, and for IOC, which is International Olympic Competition. So in this case, SM send directly the letter to the Olympic and not discuss with ASTAF. So in ASTAF Act and law, they have stated that each country that in the ASTAF need to discuss first and then decide the next decision that they can take. So after the PSM break the law, they get disqualified immediately by the ASTAF. Okay, next I will talk about badminton. So the articles the cited articles that I take is Azizan stated that according to News Strait Times, Chong Wei confirmed that he has been in contact with some of the countries who have approached him and has been discussing and negotiating with them. So in this case, the person who is I will discuss is Datuk Lee Chong Wei, and also the country that have invited him to be a coach, which is Singapore. So Singapore has invited him to be a coach there. I think that they invited him yearly this year, and at first it's just a rumor, and when the rumor has spread, Lee Chong Wei finally break the silence and said that he will not go to Singapore to be a coach there, because he said that in his Instagram he wants to lepak in Malaysia. This is the reference that I use, and that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Lokman, for the start. So anyone who would like to continue? from group member 1?
May I?
Sure, Akil.
Okay. Wait. Let me share my screen first. Since I didn't manage to do any PowerPoint or any kind of template to do, I will just show the article that I've chose. Everyone can see my article, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
First of all, my name is Muhammad Akil Naziruddin bin Muhammad Nazaruddin, and my matrix number is 199864. Okay, for today, the theme of my group is sports, and I've chose France for me to deliver the news to you guys. Okay, I've recently picked this article from The Guardian, which is one of the France news agencies. So today I am going to talk about Matteo Guendouzi is Marseille's emotional and ideological leader. As you can see, here is the headlines, and this is him, I guess. Okay, I think most of you guys have heard about the League One, right? That Marseille is playing again.
Yeah, yeah.
The league. Okay, okay. Matteo is 22 years old, and he is the Arsenal loanee, which is he's been loaned from Arsenal to play with Marseille. And for now, Martial is trying to find a suitable captain for their team, is to manage and to lead them. And based on this article, the coach and the players sees that he is the type of player that everyone wants to play with, but no one wants to play against. This means that he is quite special, and the leadership has become Matthew's prime to be manifesting itself in various ways. And I would like to acknowledge to you guys about one of the citation that have been said by Marcel coach, which is, if you can see at this paragraph, I guess. Here at this paragraph, his coach said that Matthias has a particular energy. He has a desire to win, and he is a natural leader. He is contagious and a very important value in life because he is just 22 years old, but he acts like he's 30. But the most important thing that his coach wanted to highlight is that he is very mature. So that will be my first sharing. And for the second one, which is I've picked from the France 24 news, which is the headline is France to take on Denmark, and the other, I think it is not that common, I guess, which is England face USA in Qatar World Cup draw. For this segment is about World Cup, since this World Cup is just around the corner, which is this year. So in a twist of fate, the reigning champions, which is France, during 2018, if I'm not mistaken, France also during that World Cup, they are in the same group as Denmark, and during that year, they drew against Denmark and narrowly beat Peru. And if I'm not mistaken, for this year, France will be in the same group when they are on the 2018 World Cup, France, Denmark, and Peru. So the additional team would be Tunisia, I guess. And concerning from this World Cup, ongoing war in Ukraine, I bet that all of you have heard about the war in Ukraine, right?
Yes, yes.
So it has been impossible to keep the spotlight solely on the sport. But FIFA President Gianni Infantino has repeated that he stated that it will be a fantastic and unique World Cup this year. So that is all from me for what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Akil. That's a very good sharing for us. And third member from group 1. Proceed.
So can I continue the presentation?
Sure.
Okay. So can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Alright. So I'll start my presentation. So my name is Muhammad Ani Berosi, and my entry number is 201041. So it's my turn to share the news headline that I gathered for podcast 1. So the theme is sport. for my group, and the country that I choose is England. So the first news headline that I found is about the general sport. I bet everyone know about the Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK. So Boris Johnson stated that biological males should not compete in female sporting events. So this is about the general sport that been going in official competition. So the source that I find that I used to find this news headline is the Guardian. So Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of UK, said that women should have spaces in hospital, prison, and changing rooms which were dedicated to women. And so the second point is transgender should compete in their true or original gender sport class. So this is because from previous official competition or sports, the New Zealand weightlifter Laurel Hubbard made history as the first transgender athlete to compete at an Olympics in the games, 125 years history. So at that time, she gets a lot of critics because of this. So next, I will go to the second news headline. So okay, the second news headline is about football, and I find this new headline on BBC.com. So this is about a famous football player, Cristiano Ronaldo. So this is about the famous football player Cristiano Ronaldo, the present Man United forward. So this is about the article is about Man United forward the problem or solution for misfiring team. So as we know, lately Ronaldo struggled to find consistency in Premier League. He suffers the longest goal drought in 11 years of his career by not scoring in 6 consecutive games. This led to United have average fewer goals per game. I think 40 goals in 10 games under Ragnick than any previous Red Devil boss in the Premier League. Okay, so I think that's all from me.
Thank you, Hanif.
Okay, thank you.
And the last member from Group 1, you may share your slide.
Yes. Okay. So my name is Raja Izzuddin Shah bin Raja Muhammad Azan Shah, and my metric number is 200963. And today I will share about the headlines that I found for the podcast. So the theme of our group is sports, and the country that I have chosen is Germany. So the first headline is for the first headline is about the sport football. So the headline is FIFA World Cup draw. Spain and Germany to face off in mouth-watering group stage match. So as we all know that this year in 2022 the Qatar World Cup will be held, and in the recent draws for the group stage of the World Cup, Spain and Germany were drawn in the same group, which is Group E, together with Spain, together with New Zealand or Peru and Japan. So Germany under their new manager Hansi Flick would be hoping that the match would not end up like their last match against Spain, which they end up losing 6-0. So that is for the first headline, and then the second headline is about motorsport, or more precisely Formula One. So the headline reads, he should retire. F1 great savage reality check after Australian GP train wreck. So this quote, he should retire, is actually being said to Sebastian Vettel, which is a German-born racer. So he is a 4-time world champion in the Formula One, and during the new Australian Grand Prix for the 2022 season, his car, which is the Aston Martin team, had a crash during the race. So the former team boss of Aston Martin, Giancarlo Minardi, said that due to that crash, he thinks that Sebastian Vettel should retire from Formula One entirely. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone from group member one. So now what we need to do is to discuss and select 4 news that have been shared to be included in podcast 1. So we have takraw about law on takraw and badminton from Lokman, Mathieu Guendouzi about the leadership, and then France to take on Denmark in World Cup. England biological men should not compete in female sporting events. And also we have Cristiano Ronaldo, is Manchester United problem or solution? World Cup draw Spain and Germany to face off in stage match, and F1 about F1 just now. So now we need to discuss which news that we are going to include in podcast 1. So I guess I'll start with my suggestion first. First, I like about Mathieu Guendouzi topic because there's a lot that we can learn from the news about his leadership, and also I'm interested about the England news about the gender equality that men should not compete in female sporting events. So anyone can share their thoughts?
Okay, my thought would be that I would suggest since each of us have 2 news headlines, I guess we can choose.
Thank you for all the sharing. Now we will start for the voting session. And sorry about Izzuddin, he got lost internet connection. So let's start from first vote. It's about the takraw law and the offer for Lee Chong-wei. Amir, can we start with Amir first? Which topic do you vote and why?
For me, out of the 2 headlines, I would choose the badminton one. For my reason is that it shows that Lee Chong-wei really loves his home country to the point that he doesn't no offer can basically take him away from his home country. So for me, I find that very, very appealing about him. Thank you.
That's all? Okay. Thank you, Amir. And then can we proceed with Hanan? Can you share your thoughts and which one do you vote from takraw law or badminton topic?
Hi, my name is Hanan Jasmine binti Abdul Hadi and my metric number is 207058. I think between the 2, sepak takraw and badminton, I also agree with Amir. I would like to choose badminton headline because about Singapore has invited Lee Chong-wei to be a coach early this year, and Lee Chong-wei declined the offer. It is quite controversial because Lee Chong-wei is big like famous athlete in Malaysia and around the world. So yeah, he also player with a lot of fans. So I think we should cover that topic. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Hanan. So next, Zarif, can you share your thoughts and which one do you vote?
Yeah, my name is Muhammad Zarif Nizar bin Design, and my number is 20377. Okay, for my opinion, I prefer to vote for Dr. Lee Chong-wei topic instead of I'm wisely playing takraw before. So in this topic, I will vote for Dr. Lee Chong-wei since he's our legend, and I don't think that he's suitable to means that he needs to moving to Singapore to train that country. Perhaps we have our new academy, new youngster that we need to build up, right? So we can produce more. Next generation that can compete in the next competition, right? So that's the reason why I choose that topic.
Thank you, Zarif. I guess we have majority vote for badminton. I also like to choose the badminton topic because who doesn't know Lee Chong-wei? He's a badminton legend, not only in our country and also in the world of badminton. So the way he rejects offer from Singapore is show that how patriotic he is on our towards our country. So we have our first topic is about Lee Chong-wei's offer in the badminton, and now we like to choose the second topic. We have Mathieu Guendouzi and also Mathieu Guendouzi, emotional and ideological leader, and also France to take on Denmark in World Cup. So Amir, you may share your thoughts and which one
Okay, so for me, I think the first headline is more appealing to me, since it basically doesn't just speak for him. It can also be a learning thing for us as well, for for us to take inspiration from who is it? From basically from the football player. What for me, when I heard that story that was been told, I found that very inspiring. That that he can basically do all those things. Yeah, I think that's all for me.
Thank you, Ame. Hanan, can you share with us your thoughts and which one do you vote?
I also interested in headlines about Matthew, uh, uh, Matthew Van, Matthew and everyone, because he is so inspiring. In the fact that he is only 22 years old and he has a big desire to win. And his coach also said that he is a natural leader and everyone wants him in the team. It shows that how his presence gives support to his team. And I also love the fact that he's only 22 years old. He is probably just the same age as us, but he is so matured and he is going to inspire everyone in the team and also his fans. That's all.
Thank you, Hanan. Zarif, can you continue?
Okay, I agree with Aidil and Hanan. So I also stand in the first headline because such player like Matthew Gandhi, who was 22 years old, has inspired the team, and he is the lonely from the Arsenal. I think he has a good attitude in the pitch and can be a good leader for the team. So that's why I think this topic is more preferable compared to the one. This is just a draw regarding to World Cup, like, so there's not much that we can talk about instead of this topic. So that's one for me.
Thank you, Ame. Thank you, Zarif. So for this topic, I also interested in the Matteo Gondazzi topic because there's a lot that we can learn, and also from his leadership from that young age. Okay, so next for the third topic, so I guess we have majority vote for Matteo Gondazzi topic, and next we have about England topic about from England. Biological men should not compete in female sporting events, and also Cristiano Ronaldo, Manchester United, problem or solution. Ame, can you share your thoughts?
Okay, for this, I would like to choose headline one, which is the England thing. I agree with what the headline is saying. Basically, if you are born male, you should compete in a male surrounding thing, because women should have their own space to work with and not be bothered by basically other genders other than female, so that they can compete with each other without having a person who was genetically born male to basically take over their space basically. So I think, yeah, I agree with the headline one more, because women should have their own space to feel safe and feel secure.
Thank you, Ame. Hanan, so I guess we have first vote for biological men should not compete in female sporting events. Hanan, can you share your thoughts and your vote?
Yes, I think I love about Cristiano Ronaldo, since he is a celebrity athlete that everyone knows and everyone is interested in his life. It's shocking to know he is struggled to find consistency and to maintain his score goals. Even after he had scored many goals, he also finds some difficulty to keep winning. I think it is something that everyone should learn about. That it's not easy to keep being the top athlete in the world.
Thank you, Hanan, for your share. Zarif, can you share your thoughts and which one do you vote?
In this country, I think I agree with Hanan. So I'm standing for the topic of Cristiano Ronaldo. Since recently Cristiano Ronaldo did not find his best form, like during Juventus, Real Madrid. So I think we can share our thought about their performance and why he is still struggling to the end of this season. Right. So why not we can find the solution, or which that manager cannot find, like we can share our thought here. So I think that's all.
Thank you, Zarif. And for the third headline, I also like to choose the Cristiano Ronaldo topics about it's either a problem or solution to Manchester United, because he started his legacy in Manchester United, and I guess he wanted to end his legacy also in Manchester United. So about problem or solution, there's a lot that we can talk about the chemistry in the team and also his leadership and etc. So I guess we have majority vote in Cristiano Ronaldo topic. So now for the last one, it's about Spain and Germany meet in World Cup. So Ameh, do you like to share first? Share with us first.
So for the last topic, I don't have much to say since I barely keep up with the team, but I can see why people are basically hyped for the match since it's between two strong teams. And yeah, I hope that the fans are basically excited for the two countries to face each other.
That's all. Okay. Thank you, Ameh. Hanan.
I would like to choose about F1 motorsport because the headline said he should retire to Sebastian Vettel, which is his fourth-time world champion, only because of one crash. It shows like it presents how strict sports can be. Since he already win for fourth time, but he is asked to retire because of mistakes. And I think we need to discuss about that. That's all.
Thank you, Hanan. Zarif, you can continue.
Yeah, for me, I will prefer the topic of World Cup since it's the last topic. So I think we can have a small conversation or small discussion about the World Cup, who will dominate that group, right? That's all for me.
Thank you, Zarif. And I'll proceed with my thoughts and my vote. So I also choose for Spain and Germany matchup in World Cup. This is because both of the team has won their World Cup, and like Amir said, they are both a very strong team, and it's really worth to watch and wait. Okay, I guess that's for the first headline. We will choose badminton, the badminton for our podcast, and the second one is about Matteo Gondazzi, the leadership, and the third one is Cristiano Ronaldo, Manchester United problem or solution, and the last one will be Spain versus Germany. So I guess we have our topic discussed. We will meet. That's all for today. We will meet next week for decide the format of delivery podcast one. So I guess that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.